Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. Today is March 16th, 2023. If you care to know the date, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. Hope you do stay. I'd love it if you would. And thank you to all of you who have stuck with me through thick and thin and through everything. Even if you kind of went away for a little while and then came back. And maybe that's the energy that's going on here with you or someone around you. They could have left the situation for a little while so that they could heal, regenerate, do what they needed to do for themselves. Because there's a change in the wind and now someone's faced with a decision. Because a fork in the road. I heard before I hit record, you don't have to do this. So there's something that someone feels pulled to do, or they feel that it's necessary, like, I need to say this, I need to do this. There's some type of action or communication that someone wants to take, basically, and somebody else might be telling them, like, you don't have to do this, you can do something else or whatever. I don't know what that is, but you don't have to do whatever that is. Don't feel obligated to do something. Do what feels right to you, no matter what situation we're talking about, whether it involves a love interest, friends, family, or just some type of project or whatever. Because there's a level of freedom here. It's like trying to free yourself from something. And I don't know, I feel lighter, because I was thinking of that before I even came up to do this reading, and today the energy feels light, and I was like, I literally feel lighter. Some of you could be on a weight loss regimen, and it's chaos everywhere. Just saying, in this house, I'm telling you, can't get peace and quiet no matter where you go. Anyways, done venting about that. There's a level of freedom here. Just enjoying the moment and not being held back or held down anymore. So if you felt like people or situations were stopping you from doing this, that, or the other, I feel like that could be clearing up, and someone's going, well, I don't need to allow my circumstances to stop me from this, that, or whatever. You know what I mean? Freedom from control. And sometimes control can be from within, like we control ourselves, like we stop ourselves due to fear or whatever issues we have going on. So someone might have been holding back due to fear, and it's like, I'm going to withhold my feelings, my thoughts, whatever, because I don't want to upset this person, that person, what have you. It's amazing how wonderful you feel when you finally speak up or let something or someone go that isn't a productive member of society, that isn't a productive, yeah, I don't know, that popped in my head. I don't know, they're not adding any value to your life or to society, apparently. So there could be some leeches around, basically. Just stay focused on your future. And I feel like a lot of you have, and you're in the beginning phases of that positive change that's coming in. It's almost like, I want to say like the calm before the storm, where energies and everything just kind of, it feels like there's no movement. It's like, okay, I've been doing this, this, and this, no matter what we're talking about. And it doesn't feel stagnant, and it doesn't feel stuck. It just feels like a plateau. So a situation or relationship could have plateaued, and it's like, is this ever going to pick back up? Is this ever going to turn into something fruitful if we're talking about career and projects and stuff, or even relationships? Is this going to come to fruition, whatever it is? I feel like yes, it is, because of the changes, but no one's being forced in one direction or the other. It's like, it's your choice. And I feel like a lot of you are choosing peace of mind. Like, no one's going to dull my shine. Nobody's going to disrupt the peace, my inner peace. Because I've said before, like, in different readings, like, F the peace, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care what I say, if it bothers you, if it's how you're feeling and stuff like that, because sometimes we do have to say things that people don't always want to hear, and it can cause discord and upset and whatever, but I don't feel like that's the same thing as what I'm talking about. It's not external peace, it's peace of mind and staying centered. So no matter who's against you, no matter who's causing problems, you're still maintaining a sense of peace and calmness within yourself so that you can get what you deserve and get what you're looking for, what you're wanting, because you're going with the flow, or someone in this situation is, and you're not forcing anyone to love you. You're not forcing connections or relationships, no matter who they're with. It's like, if you're meant to be in my life, you'll be in my life, and you'll make the effort, because it's words are cheap, actions speak louder than words. And that could be what somebody's reflecting on today, what they're thinking about, or what could be happening for a lot of you. Because it looks like with these arrows, there's one pointing this way, which is the way that this llama, camel, weird looking thing, this animal's pointing. And there's two arrows pointing the other way. So you would think, like, it can cause a level of confusion. So you would think, like, well, maybe I should turn around because all the arrows are pointing in that direction. But these are just people that are trying to steer you in the wrong direction. You know what I mean? It's like, all the signs are pointing this way, but I feel like I should follow this one sign that's pointing in the right direction. So some of you could have been, I mean, there's more than one arrow in there, but the other arrows don't seem to matter for some reason. So those are paths that don't matter, because I'm focused on these three, which is technically two. It's like two are pointing in one direction, one's pointing in another, but the animal's facing in the correct direction. So whatever direction you're facing, wherever you're headed, you're on the right path. Don't let anyone turn your ass around, basically, because people they could have been trying to do that. There's definitely a lot of healing energy going on today. Some of you could have been dealing with illnesses, whether you just have a cough, cold, or this kind of feels like some of you could have been dealing with a level of depression, anxiety. Even if you're not clinically diagnosed with it, we can all be in depressive states sometimes, because life happens, and we're human. We feel we feel things we don't want to feel sometimes. So some unwanted feelings or emotions could have been bubbling to the surface, and maybe some of you have had to take some time to heal through that, to work through those issues so that you can make positive changes for you and or the people around you to help them. Because I feel like I'm talking to her about someone who's very helpful, or you're in need of help. You're wanting to reach out to somebody because you either want to help them or you need their guidance, depending on who this is for and what it's pertaining to. Because it's like starting fresh. It's like when everyone around you didn't believe in you. Because I'm looking at regeneration. And if you look at this tree, it's in unfertile ground. That's what it looks like. It's like magic is in the air is what it feels like to me. But it looks like this tree it's just going to be dead forever. And it's making me think of like forest fires and stuff, because everything burns down, and but then life is recreated from the ashes, like the phoenix energy. So I kind of feel like that's what's going on. So maybe your situation, a connection, whatever, has totally burned to the ground. And it's like, oh, this is totally lost. This person never wants to talk to me again. This situation, it's a flop, whatever it is. And it's not. It's just an outdated way of thinking, an old cycle and patterns needed to be broken in order for you to regenerate, for this situation to come back around. Because I don't feel like this is going back to an ex. For some of you it could be, but I keep hearing no in my head. So I don't think that that's it for a lot of you. For most of you, these messages aren't for everyone. Keep that in mind. But it's like people not believing in you, not seeing the bigger picture. They're just looking. It's like looking at a photograph. You know what I mean? Like they're just literally looking at this or something. You know what I mean? It's like, well, this is dead and gone. Well, I can't do anything with this. It's just a burnt tree. You know what I mean? But there's like a fire burning within someone that has been torn down, or within a situation or connection that's been torn down, that is reigniting a new beginning. Because I just keep wanting to say, people just didn't believe you. They didn't believe what you were saying, doing, whatever. They didn't believe in you. And I feel like you're letting go of all the people that didn't care, didn't believe in whatever this is. Because sometimes when we want to start new projects or do something that's outside of the box, you know, it's not the normal 9 to 5 type work, or it's just something different, you know, whatever it is. Because it's making me think of the struggling artist type energy. Not saying that you're a struggling artist, some of you could be, but it's that energy where, you know, you've got these, for example, you've got these parents, it's in like every freaking movie, where they want their son or daughter to grow up to be a lawyer or a doctor or whatever the hell the family's into, because they want the money, they want the stability, they want to know their child can take care of them down the line, or that they'll just have a fruitful life, basically, because that's the life that they created, so they want that for their children. And then the child's like, well, I don't want to be a lawyer, I want to be a painter, I want to sail on boats and crap, you know, like I don't want to be in the Olympics, you know, whatever seems out of reach, you know what I mean? And then they're like, the parents are like, no, you can't do that, you're not gonna make money at that, you're, you know, they don't believe in the kid. And then by the end of the movie, you know, that kid's a famous whatever the hell they wanted to be, you know what I mean? It's something like that. I'm not saying that there's fame and fortune here, it's just a level of success, proving people wrong without even caring that you're doing so, because it's like, that's where that fire is burning within someone, you know, like, you don't believe me, fine, I'll push harder, you know. It's like the pushback, but not in a rigid, controlling kind of way. It's just like, okay, well, let me prove you wrong. I'm going to prove you wrong and prove to everyone that I was right in this situation, and not in a I told you so kind of way, not like that, just it's for yourself, you know what I mean? So there's like a level of endurance here. So a lot of you have been pushing through some really difficult things, that's what I want to say with that. So let's see. And for some of you, it does pertain to a connection, but I'm also feeling that work project type stuff in here too. Because sometimes we just need to take a break so that we can gather our bearings. And maybe some of you have done that and someone thought that you were giving up on them or something. Yeah, it has something to do with creativity. You're free to express yourself in any way, shape, or form. There's a freaking tower because of a tower. And part of this change in the wind is compromised by somebody who wasn't awakened. They weren't understanding whatever this is to you. I've gotten this energy before, especially with the creativity, creation. You're creating your own life. And I don't know, it feels like I'm heavily, I don't want to say I'm heavily focused on something, because I don't feel like it's all consuming. I just feel like there's a drive here. You're very driven to achieve whatever this is, to express yourself through your creativity, or just to get something off the ground. And it's for a level of freedom. So it's almost like once you get going with whatever this is, or once it takes off, it will provide financial freedom, a sense of structure and stability within your life, especially if that's lacking now. I just heard you're creatively earning money. So there could be some side hustles in here. And I'm not talking illegally. I mean, some people could be doing that, but that's not what this feels like. This feels like, you know, different ways to earn money. So some of you could be dipping your toes in different avenues as well, trying to figure out what best suits you, you know, where do I belong, and in all this, what makes me happy kind of thing. So some of you could be trying new things to figure out where your talents are, or just what brings you that level of peace in your life. It's like, I have fun doing this, that, and the other. I didn't realize how fun this would be. Something like that. And this is what I was just talking about, because there was a tower moment. Everything got burned to the ground. There's the forest I was seeing in my mind. The forest fire is on this card. Something's starting from this level of destruction. You're becoming who you need to be. And it's like something was growing behind the scenes. Because I almost feel like, I don't feel like a failure with this energy. I feel like WTF, you know what I mean? Like, what this should have, I should be further along in life. That, you know, I don't know. It almost feels like trying, and you don't really feel like you're getting anywhere. And then, whew, now you're getting somewhere. Like, that's what it feels like. So some of you could be experiencing a tower moment today or within this energy, because there's a new start, a new beginning, a new opportunity presenting itself to a lot of you, and it might have something to do with your talents. But I also feel like with love and stuff, freeing yourself from the past, from karmic patterns and cycles, because there is a connection, a relationship of some kind that has totally, it's gone. It's just been obliterated. But I kind of feel like somebody might want to come in and apologize and make something right. So whatever, it's like the good coming from the destruction is what it feels like. So whatever was torn down, there's a significance with a truck as well. But whatever was torn down is being rebuilt through the quiet. Somebody might want to start giving to you or to this situation, and I don't feel like they were doing that before. Because something feels kind of one-sided here, and you could have walked away from a person or situation because it just wasn't balanced. So let's see. What else do we need to know for today? I keep hearing, just believe in yourself. Walk away. I don't know, there's some significant change in your life that's approaching. It's happening now. Because like I said, the plateau, the calm before the storm. I don't know, because I just feel like everything's just, and then, oh, that's what it feels like. Someone's creativity, someone's talents, whatever they're working on or doing. Because some of you are singer-songwriters too, but it's not just that. There's just, I don't know, there's a lot of creative energy floating around. And some of you might be pulling from tower moments in your life, because a lot of artists, no matter what type of artist we're talking about, they pull from life experience. You know, it's like with feelings and what had happened to them, and it can be very powerful, you know. And I kind of feel like that's in here somewhere, and it's going to allow somebody to walk away from a level of toxicity, unhealthy people, just a situation that isn't in your best interest. Whatever you're working on, whatever you're working towards, your goals, you're going to achieve them in a pretty big way, and I feel like it's allowing you to just move forward. It could be with a water sign, or that is you yourself, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's just knowing what you should stick around for and what you shouldn't. And maybe that was a lesson for some of you, like sticking around unhealthy people, whether it's lovers or family, friends, whatever, just because you don't want to hurt their feelings, or just because you don't want to be alone. Because she's all alone in this card, and it's like, you know, I'm following my passions with the color red, and listening to her intuition, his or her intuition. It's like, yeah, it might be all these cups here, but you don't know what's in those cups. It could be poison, there could be nothing in there, but there could be a lot of stuff in there, but it's not what I want. You know, this isn't enough. Something isn't enough, so you're moving towards something that is. It's like, I don't want just eight cups. You know what I mean? That is balanced, though, but okay, because I've never looked at the card this way before. It looks balanced because 4 and 4 is 8, but you don't know whose cup is whose. You know what I mean? So there's a situation here that looks fair, it looks balanced, it looks all peachy keen from the outside, but only this person or the people involved understand that it's not that way, and whatever this sense of freedom is it's allowing you to walk away from something like that, from a situation like that. I just heard, I just don't care anymore. I just don't care anymore. And that doesn't feel like F you energy. It's like, I don't care enough to invest in this situation. Some of you might have been quote unquote forced to walk away from someone that you didn't want to walk away from, but it was for your highest good because there's lessons tied to that situation. Even if that person circles back around and apologizes or something, you were doing what's best for you. Either way, and I feel like you don't care if they return or not. It's like, I don't know, because I almost feel like I tried this time, I tried that time, and like somebody put a lot of effort into a situation with another person and that it wasn't matched. That person didn't give back, and it's like I'm done trying. Like it's draining to try to get your attention. It's draining to participate in whatever the hell this is. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm gonna cut my losses and get the out of here. Yeah, you're getting the F out of somewhere. And I feel like this might be a solo journey for some of you, or it has been. I feel like it has been and it kind of still is. But you're becoming a stronger person through this process. Because the Nine of Pentacles and this energy, you don't need anyone. This is like the mini Empress. Male, female, doesn't matter. But it's like walking away from something or someone because you know you want more, you deserve more, and you can achieve all that extra stuff on your own. You know, it's like, I don't need somebody to hand this to me. I could do it on my own. And it has been a struggle, is what it feels like. Or there's somebody else around you who's very burdened that you're strong enough to handle yourself, because there's the control. I also feel for some of you, if this is like a love thing, there is someone who is controlling the situation, the dynamic between the two of you, or they were forced to walk away because of someone who was controlling you or them. You know what I mean? Like, there could have been an outsider causing issues. Well, that's coming to a close, because, I don't know, some information's coming out about that from the horse's mouth. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. Well, I feel like the horse is going to start neighing. Mr. Ed's in the building now. He's going to start talking. Yeah, well, someone's going to start talking. Could be a Libra, not necessarily. Yeah. Some of you might not know what that show is, but anyways. Four of Wands, yeah. I feel like somebody could have walked away from a family situation or a relationship because it just wasn't serving their highest good. We have Judgment. I keep feeling like I'm being judged by other people. There could have been someone who was controlling their feelings or a dynamic between you and them because they were worried about ridicule and judgment because of whatever you're doing, whoever you are, whatever you represent might be a little different. You're outside the box and this person's inside the box. And it's like, I don't know. But I kind of feel like a lot of you have made your final decision, or you're about ready to, depending on the timeline. It's like, your decision is yourself. You choose you. You made a choice and you choose you. It's like, I'm not going to play this F crap anymore. It's like, my choice is me. I love me more. It's like, I might love you, but I love me more. Yeah, because someone was controlling how they give to you, how much information, how much time. Someone was being an a-hole, just seeing. Alright, what's up with the Five of Swords real quick? Because I just want, looking at this card, I just want to say, you win. Whatever, you win. Who cares? It's like, how does it feel to be in the winner's circle when you're all by your freaking self? You know? So whoever you decided to just end it with and walk away from, it's like, yeah, you might have won this battle. You didn't win the war, though, because this person might be all cocky going, oh, yeah, I defeated you, them, whatever. I stopped something. You know, this worked out for me for whatever, for whatever reason. But it actually didn't. Because this person's very lonely. And you can only maintain a level of control for so long over another person, a situation, or yourself. You know what I mean? Because this person thinks that they know everything, but they don't. This is a very dark cloud. There's a lot of confusion. Disgust is what I just heard. There's a lot of problems here. It's not clear. So this person might have done something to you or to another person and didn't know why they were doing what they were doing. Well, clarity's coming in about that, and whoever's left in the winner's circle is actually the biggest loser of them all. That's what that feels like. Definitely has something to do with a friggin' vehicle. Could be a Cancerian involved as well. I don't know. Whoever that is building their foundation based off from BS. Like it's all a load of crap. Yeah, that's betrayal. It's very cutthroat. It's like being very underhanded, doing whatever you can to pull the rug out from underneath another person or people. So this person was basically screwing up everything for you behind the scenes, and I'm sure a lot of you are well aware of who that person is if that applies to you, but I don't know, whoever this controlling person is, they've not only betrayed you, but they betrayed multiple people. They were betrayed themselves, is what I just heard. Could have something to do with the internet as well. Internet work, the truth and clarity coming out online or something. An opportunity. Some opportunity to collab, to work together with another person. I just heard we're down to 2. We're down to 2. So I don't know what that's about, but whatever that means, we're down to 2. Why does it bring me back to war tactics and stuff? Because now it's making me think of when, like, the military will send in, I don't know what the hell they're called. They're like informants, basically, the spies and stuff. They'll send in troops or whatever, whether they're undercover or not. Usually they are, but it's like to scope out an area to, like, so if you're going to invade, they need to scope things out. Like, it's like, go over here and see what's going on so we know, all the means of egress so we can get in, get out, so we know where everything is, we know where the people are, we know who's there, what's going on, where they stand in a situation, whatever. Like someone might have been learning shit about you, or they were sent in to gather information for another person, but that whoever was sent in to, whoever this little birdie is, basically, whoever this person is, who was gathering intel for who the hell ever, was actually being used and betrayed themselves. So it's almost like, oh, victory, but it's not really a victory because that person was a pawn in a much bigger game that they weren't privy to, basically. I just heard, yeah, because you're just a dumbass. So someone might not think very highly of whoever this person is, like, oh, you're just an idiot, you'll do whatever I say anyway. So we're just gonna, someone was using someone, and they might be finding out about it. You're just a dumbass. I just heard I don't need you anymore. You're just a dumbass, I don't need you anymore. So whoever this person was working with, I don't think they are anymore. Or they won't be for long. A lot of people got hurt in this situation, whatever it is. Something's getting turned around. Yeah, something's getting turned around because justice is coming in. And that might be the justice in the situation, or the karma might be you walking away. Like, just focusing on yourself and leaving all these people in the dust, the situation, whatever this is for you. It's like, all right, you brought the tower in for me? Yeah, because these a-holes with the betrayal and everything. You bring the tower in for me and burn everything to the ground and try to screw what I'm working on up and this, that, and the other relationships and all that. Guess what? This is my tower. My tower is boom. I'm going to come in bigger and better and louder than ever before. Because I don't know. I almost feel like someone who was meant to tear you down. It's like the whole build you up to tear you down energy. I don't think it works because I feel like they were sent in to tear something down, to hurt you, to do whatever. And it might have worked temporarily, but it just ignited that fire from within. And I feel like you're kicking ass and what is it? Shoot first, ask questions later. It's kind of what's going on here. Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you just want to go on a solo journey because of all this crap. Like, sneaky mofos. Some BS is really coming out. I'm going to look more into that. And then we have the Six of Wands. That's exactly what I said, because someone thought that they won. Like, they have all the power, they have all the control. You know, oh, attention on me, oh, I'm successful. I successfully achieved this sneaky crap. But this sneaky person who's, like, headed towards this recognition or this level of success, getting away, not getting caught, whatever, like, just getting out of the situation, is looking back going, wait a minute. What the hell did I do here? What was I involved in? What is this? Why did so and so walk away from me? What happened here? What is this? What the someone's up Schitt's Creek without a pad. I'm just gonna say, and my finger hurts so bad. I feel like it just got cut right open. Ouch. Maybe someone's gonna get cut or something and like cut themselves, because that was like right here, like this. Shh. Be careful with knives if you're in the kitchen, stuff like that. Just saying, but. It really hurts. What's a frig? I don't know what that is. Maybe somebody has a splinter. But anyways. I just wanted to say, feel so quiet. Feel so quiet. Like nothing's going on. Yay. Wait a minute. What? That's exactly what that is. Because I wrote that down. I think it was on here. You gone and done it now. My bad. Problems are coming. But anyways, that wasn't it. That could be in here just saying problems are coming because the sneaky people in the situation. But where was it? I don't even remember what I was thinking. Something about quiet. Something about quiet. Should I pick this back up or leave it alone? That is what somebody's questioning here. They're watching and paying attention, definitely. I already picked up on that. I already said that. Don't forget about the warnings. Oh, I wrote that down. No, no, no. Smiley face, problem people. Not over. Oh, there it is. It's not over. It's just quiet. So there's a situation that's not over yet. It's just quiet right now. It's just quiet. Because I almost feel like nothing, nothing, nothing. Boom! Well, there's messages. Boom! I don't know. Someone's finding something out. Definitely. Alright, so what's up with this sneaky mofo, please? Oops. Dark man. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. So this person could have darker skin, dark hair, dark eyes. It is a dude. So there's a sneaky dude here. That is this. Now I'm asking about the sneaky person. So I was gonna say it could be a dark-haired man or something who's dealing with a sneaky person, but I feel like that man is a problem. I mean, are you okay? That's what I just heard. Are you okay? Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Yeah, someone was not thinking clearly at all. But I feel like somebody was trying to cause a level of confusion for you so that you wouldn't move forward or couldn't move forward or something. What are these messages about? Broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. Yeah, this controlling crap. Someone's wish is not going to be granted. And it is a level of betrayal. Haha, I win. You don't get your wish. Because someone could have known what you wanted and they were trying to mess with what you wanted, whether it was a partnership, in love land, or just whatever you wish for. Could have something to do with a creative endeavor, a project or job, career path. I just feel like someone was aware of what you were working towards, what you're trying to achieve, and they used it against you or created a level of confusion and problems so that you wouldn't be credible. So no one would believe you. They wouldn't believe what you were saying about these unhealthy people or an unhealthy person or situation. It's like whatever was coming out of your mouth was the truth, and whoever these people are, because it's more than one, were like, we can't have this. I know what you want, and I'm going to screw that up for you. And that's what someone did. But it hurt more than one person in the process because something is broken now. But it's nothing that you can't get through, and this person's probably seeing that going, I don't know, because it almost feels like the Wicked Witch or something. Male, female, doesn't matter. Just someone who's like wicked. And it's like, I did everything I could to pull them apart, to wreck his or her world, to blah, 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 whatever, to just mess shit up. And you're still like the fucking Disney princess over there singing all happy and like, yeah, da, 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 whatever, just moving forward. Like, how can you keep moving forward when this happened, that happened, and all this crap's going on when you didn't get what you wanted? Because people like that, they don't think clearly. Anyone who was thinking that you not getting something right away doesn't mean you're not going to get it. Doesn't mean you gave up on it. It just means, in divine timing, when the time is right, because you're going with the flow. And these people don't do that. It's either this or that. It's black or white. And I mean, there really could be a racial issue here, like, because that happens, but that's not for everyone. I just heard, no, that's not it. So someone might get a little pissy about that, but whatever. Where was I going with this? Your wish will not be granted. Okay, so it's like wanting something. When you wish for something or someone or whatever, it's what you want. It's what your heart desires in that moment. But that changes over time when we grow and heal and maneuver through situations. Sometimes our wishes change. It's like, well, that would have been nice, but I didn't expect it. So it's like, it would have been nice, but it didn't expect it to happen. So therefore, it's not going to break you down and cause problems because it's like, what's meant to be will be. So if this doesn't work out, something else will, And whoever these people are, they don't think like that. They think like, well, I know I'd be upset if someone did this to me. You know what I mean? And I don't think they know how to handle you and your views and just who you are because they're on a lower vibration, basically. They don't. They're just surrounded by negativity, and I feel like it's clouding their judgment. Negative things, people, habits. Because it's making me think of a show I watched, and it has to do with, like, jail and stuff. But it was, I think it's called 60 Days In or something, when they send in people to basically just see how jail life is or prison life or whatever. And it gives you a different perspective because one of the guys had said, I think his cellmate had said, you need to smile more. And the guy's like, well, on the outside, I smile all the time. And he did. He was like this happy-go-lucky dude. But when he was in there, he wasn't smiling. Like, I mean, why would you? Prison sucks, It's not like, going out on vacation and shit. But anyways, he wasn't smiling at all because of the energies, because it's the people, because you always have to watch your back, you're always on guard, you don't know what to expect from this person, that person, whatever. Even if you know what they're being charged with, you don't know who these people are. Most of them are very manipulative, because that's all they have to do is play off from other people to get what they want. And it's like being in energy like that, being surrounded by people like that, even if it's just a small group, can muddle your thinking. And someone's pulling away from those unhealthy energies, or those unhealthy people have kind of vacated your bubble, your presence, and things are more clear now because you're not in that negative environment anymore. So if you were upset over someone screwing you over, I don't really feel like you're that upset anymore. You might not want to talk to them anymore or deal with the situation, but it's not stopping you, which is beautiful. Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. And I feel like some of you are doing that. Even if it's just in your own home, like, I'm just chilling, pulling away from people. That's what I just said. Okay, yeah. Someone's pulling away. And it's just for their own sanity so they can have clarity. It's not even to figure things out. It just feels like just so you can breathe again, basically. Which is beautiful. So a lot of you could be doing that today or within this energy coming up this weekend, what have you. Let's just see real quick. Is there anything? Somebody's done with something. Let's just see real quick. No. Let's just see real quick. No. Because I was going to look into love. And I don't want to now. I don't want to look into love. I wanted to be like, love. So some of you might be in that, feeling that way. Like, when it happens, it happens. I ain't looking for it. I'm not dealing with this crap. You just focus on yourself, which is beautiful. Because a lot of you could have been very focused on love and connections, past, present, future, whatever. And you're changing your viewpoint. Like, it's not that you wouldn't welcome it in with the right person. It's that you don't need it because you love yourself. Or that's what you're learning and figuring out. Maybe that's what the sneaky people are figuring out. Like, wow. Yeah, because it's time for a nap. Someone's taking a break. Rest and rejuvenation. So this could be a very quiet day, quiet weekend, what have you. Because there's a need for change. Because you're the horse on the merry-go-round that flew off. Because this one's not on the merry-go-round anymore. So for some of you, with this level of freedom and breaking karmic cycles, because I always say, like, jumping off the burning carousel. Well, this horse jumped off the karmic cycle. So it's like not being part of the problem. So you're away from unhealthy people and crap like that. An unhealthy situation and stuff. But it's like jumping out of that landed you in the ground. Like, okay, now where do I go? I can't move now. Now I'm stuck. I jumped out of this and now I'm stuck. So some of you might be trying to figure out how to fully, like, how to keep going. How to get out of some stuck energy. Because I feel like, oh, problem gone, now what? Well, there is regeneration here. So, I don't know, because I'm imagining this horse, like, cracking. And there's light coming through it. Like, it's almost like in the unicorn deck, where that's the anger. Maybe your anger is a driving force. Like, because there's a fine line between anger and passion, love and hate and whatever. And I always think of passion when I see that card, and I'm imagining this horse, like, cracking through, and it's just, it's just a ceramic horse. It can't run, it can't move without the mechanical mechanisms, without somebody controlling it, telling it what to do, whatever. But this one can move, and it's going to, because there's like a magical change here, basically. Someone might look at you that way, like, wow, just magically you changed into this person, holy crap, kind of thing. Like, I can't believe all these beautiful things are happening for you, around you, but it's because that's what you're creating. So people might be looking at you as though you're stuck, but you're going to shock them. You're going to shock them. Might be shocking. Ooh, you're going to be shocking them with money. Some of you might have thought you were stuck. Well, guess what? Financial freedom is here. That's what this feels like. Something really great's coming in for a lot of you, and I don't know, that's awesome. Yeah, somebody, oh, I don't know if it's a person or if whatever you're working on is going to take off. I kind of feel something like that, like within career or projects and stuff. I don't know, but I was going to say, for some of you, someone might give you, like help you, but this feels more like you did this on your own. And the universe is giving back to you, like, here's your friggin' blessing. Because I feel like I'm talking to her about someone who gets taken advantage of, or you did, and you're not allowing it anymore. It's like people were, if you had, like, say you had money, and even if it's just a little bit, doesn't matter. And people always have their hand out, like, you know, can you get me this? Can you get me that? Can you do this? Or running you dry, basically. That's not going to happen anymore because you're saying no. You're not allowing it. And now that because you're putting up those boundaries, because you're not allowing it, maybe even with your own damn children, whatever you're putting a stop to is going to bring in your blessing, because the universe is like, okay, you're learning these lessons. Now we know you're not going to give away your fortunes. You're not going to give away your stability because you're not stuck. You're pretending to be. You're holding tight. Hold tight. Just wait a minute. That's what you're doing. Because you are moving forward. But I feel like people view you in this way. Like, oh, you're sad and pining, but you're not. You're just like full steam ahead. Yeah, you're full steam ahead. What the fuck did I do here? You're full steam ahead. And you know it. And you know it. So if any of you are feeling kind of stuck and sad, like if you have moments of it, you're picking up on somebody else around you who's feeling that way. Like, I don't know how to move this forward. I don't know what to do. I don't know what happened here, kind of thing. That's not, I don't feel like it's coming from whoever is in this energy. I feel like it's someone that you were tied to, but you're cutting ties with people like that. You're putting up barriers and blocking out their energies, which is probably what's helping the energy for you lift. Yeah, because you don't want to deal with conflict. Some of you could have been battling with yourselves, like, why do I feel this way? What the hell's going on? And that's probably where nap time came in. It's because somebody's heavily thinking about you and they don't want it to be over. So there's a masculine energy here that's you're heavily on their mind. They're paying attention to you. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to move this forward. They don't know how to help, or they need help. Something. Yeah. I just heard, I can't help you. You have to help yourself. I can't help you. So this could be somebody that you actually gave a lot of advice to, or you did help them in some sort of way. And when they come back with their hand out, like, even if it's just advice, like, I need a shoulder to cry on, I feel like a lot of you are going to be like, well, where was my shoulder when I needed it? When I needed you, where were you? You know, why should I be there for you when you have never been there for me? Like, do you know what I mean? So a lot of you are standing up against people, and even if you don't want to, even if it's someone you truly have feelings for, and you don't, you know, if you want to help them, just knowing that you can't help people who don't want to help themselves. And that's not your fault, and that's not your problem, you know? Because your peace of mind and your inner peace is what's most important. And if you want a peaceful life, sometimes you gotta let go of people like that, you know what I mean? But that's what I have for you. Hopefully it helps, hopefully it makes sense. Hopefully it uploads quick, because I'm sorry for the delays and stuff. I had a rough week. I wasn't feeling the best, but I was taking a damn nap. Just saying. I feel a lot better today. So let's get this party started. I love you guys.